the amount of media that people.
You know what? Yeah, this is what everybody's been waiting for. I mean, this is the way I see it. Is it's going to be a continuation of Hagler Hearns. You know, and it's been what 30 years, but I believe it's going to be a continuation of that fight. I think once the first bell rings, I mean, I can imagine the electricity in the air, in the arena. I mean, people are going to be on their feet, just waiting for that fight to take place. And once that first bell rings, it's going to be bombs away. It really is.
I think Canelo wins. Can you tell people why do you think? Why am I right?
Well, I feel Canelo knocks him out in 10 rounds. I believe. Look, Hagler Hearns was 3 rounds of hell for both guys. I strongly believe Canelo Triple G is going to be 10 rounds of hell for both guys. It's going to be. I mean, it's the writing's on the wall. Both guys are power punchers. Both guys don't know how to take a step going backwards. Both guys have lots of pride, and both guys understand that this can be the defined moment of their career. You know, these are the types of fights that mold your legacy. You know, and these are the types of fights that my kids are going to be talking about. You know, I mean, we're talking about Hagler Hearns. That's 30 years ago. My kids are going to be talking about Canelo Alvarez Triple G.
Now, Oscar, looking at Canelo and what he does in the ring, what one attribute will win him the fight more than any other one? A lot of people are talking about his counterpunching ability. What says he?
Well, I think that's a key component, if I can say. Canelo's a smart guy. He's not a runner. He's not a pure boxer. Mm-hmm. He's a guy who will counterpunch you, who will stay in front of you and move his waist and counterpunch you. You know, I strongly feel that you know, when that first bell rings, the first guy to take a step going backwards. I mean, the first guy who does that first, like, you know, think about it. People are gonna boo. People are gonna, and these guys they have so much pride that they're gonna be forced to move forward. You know, that's why this fight is a can't miss. I mean, the writing's on the wall. This fight should be a classic, and I can't wait.
Triple G has a great jab. What would you advise Canelo to do to neutralize that?
Just move his waist. Move your waist. Counter your jab with and throw your jab right back, or move side to side and counter with right hands and left hooks. You know, Canelo's a guy who has been learning. Every single fight he's been getting better. You've been seeing him. His progression has been incredible, and he's only 27 years old. So I think, see, the reason why I love this fight so much is because we haven't seen the best of Golovkin. We haven't. And we haven't seen the best of Canelo. But these are the types of matchups that bring out the best in you. And so that's why on fight night, it's going to be brutal. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
Do you think if Golovkin hits some flesh, Canelo can stand up to the power and his chin will hold up?
I believe so. It just depends on what round. It depends if he's warmed up enough. It all depends on how you warm up. It depends because these guys have great chins, both of them. So once you start warming up, once you get the engine, you know, warmed up, it's like any punch you're gonna take.
That's one more, and then we're down.
Now, Oscar, I see you compared this fight to Hagler Hearns a few times now. How do each of these fighters do in that era? How do you think Canelo would do against a Hagler or Hearns, or even Triple G against a Hagler or Hearns?
Oh gosh, it's different. It's totally different. I mean, I think they would be able to withstand the punching power they possess. I think they would be able to keep up with those type of legendary fighters. But who knows who would win? I mean, it would be quite a sight, that's for sure. I mean, it's like for instance, you know, I mean, people say, what would have happened if you and Sugar Ray entered? You know,
that would have been a good fight.
You know what I'm saying? I mean. Sugar Ray would say, "Oh, I would knock you out in 4 rounds," and I would say, "I would knock you out in 3 rounds," like because we're so competitive, you know. But it would have been those dream matches that everybody thinks about, and that you can only dream about, you know. So I don't know. I mean, imagine Hagler versus Canelo. Would be a bloodbath. Would be a total war for as long as it lasts.
Right. And as a promoter,
Guys,
how do you feel? Do you get nervous seeing your guy Canelo, the cash cow, fighting a puncher like Golovkin? Does it make you a little bit nervous, saying, what if he gets seriously injured in this fight?
I actually, what I'm thinking is that I'm hoping it's a great fight. I'm hoping, and obviously I feel and I know it's going to be a great fight because of their styles. But look, yeah, Canelo's our guy. Canelo's boxing's only star now. Now that Mayweather's retired, now that Pacquiao is at the tail end of his career, Canelo is the guy for the sport of boxing that we dearly love. You know, and so if he loses, then you know what? So be it. He'll live to see another day in the ring. As long as he loses, great. As long as he gives us a great fight. I mean, that's all that matters to me. I want to see a great fight. That's about it.
Thank you so much, Oscar.